Hey, what's up, guys? Perfect Legend. They just released a Reptile reveal trailer, and I'm just gonna go over what I saw. It's basically like bit by bit. I'm just gonna go literally from beginning to the end of the trailer. But first thoughts on Reptile. He looks like a green bird with a beak. I mean, other than that, he looks very similar to his costume 2 on Mortal Kombat 9. So I guess they kept designing, but now he has like some kind of bone necklace or something around him, which is pretty cool. I guess it's from some people he's killed or whatnot. But starting off, Kung Lao's intro, it's kind of funny. He's like, "I don't have a quarrel with you." And he's like posing and shit. And after like Reptile, well, whatever opponent he's going to fight, well, probably just for Reptile, he's like, "Now I have a quarrel with you." Like it's like, okay, all right. So start a match. Reptile does a slide. Looks very reminiscent of MK9. Soon after that, he spits. Then he opens Kung Lao up with a nice low attack that kicks Kung Lao into the air. The animation itself, in my opinion, is pretty sick. Kung Lao does a jab string into a low hat that probably hits low. Maybe the second hit of the string is an overhead. I doubt it though, but for sure this string hits low, like the ending of it, and knocks down is obviously C. Reptile grabs Kung Lao, and this grab is one of the most interesting grabs I've seen in the game thus far. He uses his tongue to hold you in the air and claws you, then sends you back with a punch. Kung Lao does a ground hat, which seems to be ridiculously slow, like maybe he's charging it or something instead of letting it go at full speed. Regardless, Reptile jumps over with some new leap special, or maybe it's a command normal, and the leap attack knocks him down. And Reptile does his own version of a ground freeze, well, Sub-Zero's ground freeze, but instead he spits on the ground. It looks like Mirage chose a spit move from the 3D MK games, if you remember him from those games. Kung Lao apparently wasn't even hit, so maybe there isn't any hit detection on it yet. It's probably not an unfinished move, because usually they'll put moves into the game and not add anything to it yet, like the animation will be there. But anyway, Kung Lao teleports and ends up on the other side of the Reptile, well, behind Reptile. But first, let me point out, Kung Lao doesn't disappear into the air like he did in the past MK games, but instead he disappears into the ground, comes up for the ground. So with that, I can obviously tell, like, looks like I won't be jumping into the air and then teleporting to mix people up who try to anti-air me anymore. Anyway, he ends his teleport with seems to be teleport 4, unless they change the command. After Kung Lao knocks down Reptile with teleport 4, Reptile wakes up with a signature elbow dash to knock Kung Lao down, then does one of his green orb attacks. It looks like the slower one instead of the faster one. They totally changed the animation on this attack. It looks like the orb just comes from his armpit. Either way, he follows behind the orb with an elbow dash, and the orb hits Kung Lao. He follows the orb up with an uppercut and combos from the uppercut into a 2-hit combo that leads into a grab ender. I think this situation is where Reptile could have done a meter burn grab to reset Kung Lao for a mix-up. I know when the game releases, this will be a common situation for mostly everyone in the game, and I hope the game, for every character, everyone uses the meter burn grab for like in a different sense. Like, I don't want everyone to be meter burn grabbing. I want every character like to benefit from it differently, or not benefit from it all, just to leave some character individuality. Anyway, Kung Lao wakes up with a YOLO Perfect Legend EX spin, because spin is life, and he follows up with a jump kick dive kick combo, just lets him fall to the ground with no follow up. Like, come on, dude, I know Kung Lao can do some more damage right here. Anyway, Reptile gets up with what seems to be a new animation for his 3-2-1 string. And if people don't know, MK9, that was like his main combo starter to go into like big damage, but he cancels to the elbow dash and follows up with a jab string that ends in a knee that sends Kung Lao flying. Reptile goes invisible after that, and the invisible animation looks pretty good. You can't really tell he's on the screen, because in MK9 you can still like see him, like the outline of him when he goes invisible, but this one, like, it's a lot more barely noticeable, probably because of course obviously they're using a new engine. Kung Lao then does like his hat that you saw, well, his buzzsaw hat where it spins in the air that you saw from the past gameplay trailer. He does that, but Reptile goes through with an X-ray attack. It looks like the same start as Sub-Zero's animation, his X-ray animation, from MK9, when he does a shoulder charge. Of course, the X-ray has armor, so it goes through Kung Lao's projectile. He then breaks Kung Lao's jaw literally, then pokes him in the eyes, and then slams Kung Lao to the ground, cracking his skull. And Reptile's pretty dirty, man. Like, he he spits on you and freaking he pokes you in the eye. Like, come on, man. Anyway, then Reptile does his fatality. It looks a lot like his X-ray as far as starting up. He spits on you instead, and then he runs up to you and grabs your face. But unfortunately, the screen goes black, so we can't see the rest. But maybe he eats their face, whatever. But anyway, guys, that's the reveal trailer for Reptile. Hopefully, you enjoyed it just as much as I did. Please stay tuned to my channel for more Mortal Kombat X related stuff, like the comic book. I'm gonna be going over that. Any gameplay trailers, like they're going to be doing the Nethercast this Thursday, and I'm going to go over my thoughts on that as well. But thank you guys for watching, and make sure you follow my channel and also look at my Twitch, because I'm doing live plays of me playing Mortal Kombat as well. If you have any questions, just feel free to ask in the comments. Thank you guys.